It's just categorically false. No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants. So FEMA regional administrators have been meeting with city officials on site to coordinate available federal support from FEMA and other federal agencies. Funding is also available through FEMA's emergency food and shelter program to eligible local governments and non-for-profit organizations upon request to support humanitarian relief for migrants.
It is calculated, right? I mean, Donald Trump isn't just a doddering fool who happens to be racist. He's a calculated person who is not trying to grow his vote share. He's trying to speak into the id of a particular kind of voter about when he says we have to call out Detroit, Philly, and Atlanta. We have to go into Philly, Detroit, Atlanta. He lost Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Michigan in 2020, which is how he lost the election. It's why he's under indictment for attempting to steal those races. What he's telling his voters, his small, his share of extreme MAGA voters, these blacks are stealing the election. Black Haitians are violent cannibals. Black people are the enemy. Black people are going to be responsible if and when I lose, and you are permitted through my language to do violence to them if necessary to stop another peaceful transfer of power, because he understands that he is not winning the election.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you. Thanks for stopping by again. It's me again, W. Joe, and I, Town of One Life, many seasons. Wow, what is going on with our election processes? Every time since 2016 election, and maybe even prior, it just seems to be getting worse and worse. I'm not even sure if we still have a legitimate election process any longer. It's always one thing after another. It's quite scary. And I feel like we've moved so far away from what our founding fathers intended for our election process to be. A fair election where everybody feels okay, confident in the process. So regardless of who wins, we know it is free and fair election. But that's not what we have today. So many gray areas. Well, let's listen to what Umar Johnson is saying about a prior election process, current election process. And then we have Elon Musk as well is going to give his take on what he thinks the future of our election process is. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let's know what you think, and let's have this discussion. 27 days left before our election. Let us go.
The problem is Donald Trump is so popular. See, Donald Trump is a nationalist, Art. They don't want a nationalist. They don't want someone who's looking out for the best interests of America. They want someone who's looking out for the best interests of the global elites. And that is the Democrats. The question is, are they willing to cheat Trump out of the election and risk a full-scale revolt by poor white America? That's the question. That is the question. Are we willing to risk a social catastrophe
Good Lord.
if Donald Trump is cheated out of the election? In my opinion, Art, I believe he's the front runner. Even though they're reporting that Kamala has a slight edge, I'm not buying it. I believe Donald Trump is the front runner. And I believe he won the last election. I believe he beat Joe Biden, but got cheated. And it don't make a difference to me who wins because none of them care about black folks. I want to be clear about that. But I believe he beat Joe Biden. If he gets cheated again, I don't think white America takes this laying down. I cannot see white America taking this laying down if he gets cheated again. The question is, are they willing to risk a civil war, a potential civil war in this country if he's cheated again? That's the question.
Wow. I have never heard somebody come out so boldly to say that, let alone a black man. Wow. My goodness. Well, Let's listen to what Elon Musk is saying.
I mean, my view is that if Trump doesn't win this election, it's the last election we're going to have. The Democrats, the Dem machine, has been importing so many people, bringing in so many illegals, flying in with this like CBP border app thing that nobody even knew about, like secret program. That's illegal, basically. It's illegal, but there's no action by the DOJ to actually to stop it from happening. They're transporting large numbers of illegals to swing states. If you look at the numbers, these are the numbers from the government website. So like from the Democrat-administered government websites. Like, where do you get this data? From the government website that is run by Democrats. There are triple-digit increases in illegals to all the swing states. And in some cases, it's like 700% over the last 3 years. Now, these swing state margins are, sometimes 10, 20,000 votes. So what happens if you put, hundreds of thousands of people into each swing state? And when somebody is granted asylum, they are fast-tracked. They can get a green card, and then 5 years after the green card, they can get citizenship and they can fully legally vote.
Yep.
And when they do so, they vote overwhelmingly Democrat. And and sometimes I get this rebuttal of like, well, a lot of them, their social values don't align with sort of the far left sort of woke ideology. I said that's true, but that's not their top priority. Their top priority is getting their friends and family also to the United States. And the Dems also issue all these programs, these sort of handouts, essentially, that make them beholden to the Democratic Party.
You see what's going on? It's always an agenda. There is nothing just happens just by chance. Nothing is a fluke. There is a thought behind the thought behind the thought. Wow. This is quite disturbing, I have to say. Quite disturbing.
So they vote Dem. That's what happens. So my prediction is if there's another 4 years of a Dem administration, they will legalize so many illegals that are there that the next election, there won't be any swing states. And we'll be a single party country, just like California is a single party state. It's a supermajority Dem state in California.
Because of immigration?
Yes. California was fairly reliably Republican.
Bill Clinton lost California in '92 and won West Virginia.
Yes. So there was a 1986 amnesty.
Yes.
Thereafter, California trended very strongly Dem, and is at this point, I think, 65-70% Dem, something like that. It's supermajority Dem. The California legislature is more than 2/3 Democrat.
Man, there you have it. This is crazy. Hence, we have the issue with FEMA funds, or better yet, the lack thereof. What happened to the funds? KJP contradicting herself. It was allocated to migrants. And now she's saying, no, it wasn't. But yet we have no funds for Americans. But we see why. It's all an agenda for the election. Our election process is messed up. I don't have any faith in it, to be quite honest with you. I have no faith in our election process. And that's always been my concern. That's always been my concern. There's some type of discrepancy going on. It's too much. The people just want the right leader. May the best man win. Free and fair election. Now you got to cheat your way in. You have an agenda because you want to force yourself in regardless of what it takes at all costs, because you have an agenda you want to force down people's throats. But that's not what our founding fathers wanted. This is crazy. Hey, let's see. Maybe Elon's prediction will be accurate. Maybe our last election. Who knows? Our last real election. It's just not good anymore. We don't have any faith in this election process. It's not sitting well. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. What do you feel about our election process and all that's been going on? And let's talk about it. Hey, you know how I like to close it out? We just like to remind ourselves. But before we do that, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We just like to remind ourselves that we always remember we got one life with many seasons. So let's make the best of it. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. You take care now. Bye for now.